All right, we finally hit Clifford. So here's Clifford. We're spinning it around. Nice little cul-de-sac. Here's the street. Comes on around. Keeps it nice and quiet. We're not on a main street. We're not far from a main street. Down here and just straight down, there's like pretty main street, but you can't hear it, which is great. Okay, here's the house. Definitely older style, right? Kind of that Scandinavian look almost. I don't know. Kind of cool. It's got one of these big guys on the corner, so you know it's yours. I hate these things. I just call them giant spider traps, but it's huge. The lawn comes all the way, yard comes all the way to here, of course. And we've got all of this guy going on. It'd be cool when we got full leaves and shade back there. You're gonna come up, of course, so shoveling this thing could be tricky every now and then, but it should be good. Have the garage open because that's how we got in, so I just left it open. This guy's taking a break. Here's our front door. I'll go around to the back real quick. Garage, decent size for the garage. We can fit some things in there. Car should fit well enough. It's deep enough. A little extra storage on the sides. It works. This guy I like because over here you're gonna have, of course, all of this you're not gonna use much, but when you pop up here, you do have a little extra parking space, so somebody could pull over to this. And depending on how you do it, maybe we need some more support right there, but maybe we can get something back here because it does go all the way back here. All right, this is all cement. This is, of course, pro basketball at 7 feet, I think that is. Shed, little shed stuff. So that's great. We got some soccer players working on that. Our fence is definitely older and could use some paint and some love. We got cameras all over. Here is how we all get. So garage. We've got another entrance here, which goes to the laundry room. I'll show you that. It's laundry. We got some repair issues here and there. It was built in '83. Has had some updates since '83. Also not at the same time. So I'll show you that. Up here, certainly a garden area. You could put a cool patio area. We got a fire pit. You do some cool stuff with this. Older for sure. Outside could possibly use some attention here and there, but it's not like deteriorating. Again, this guy goes all the way over. We got a side lot over here where they've got their tramp barbecue, all those things hook up. Traeger. This goes into the kitchen, so you got another entrance of 2 entrances out of the house itself. One from the garage. Kicking things. There was somewhere that your dad was saying, maybe it's here, that potentially bats or something could have gotten into, and it might have been this right here. I think also there was another spot he was kind of concerned about. I don't know about bats or birds or something, but it's surely possible. This guy goes all the way up to here, but I didn't see any other areas that it would be. The roof looks okay, but it does look older. Of course, an inspection report would tell us more. It's an '83, so let's go inside and see what you think about the inside, and we'll go from there. All right, we're coming in through the garage, because this is usually how you would come in. So you're gonna walk in, you're gonna walk right into the hallway. We got linoleum here, closet. We got, I think this is the original hardwood that they had. We turn, and over here on the side, we got a little half bath for the main, and then kitty. Laundry is down here on the main floor, and that goes right outside, and big door for the doggo. Okay, so when we come in, we're gonna come in, we're either going upstairs, because we can't go any further, or we're going over to the side. If you come in through the front door, you walk in through the front doors here, and you would walk in straight pretty much to the kitchen. Living room, kitchen. This is just coat closet. The kitchen, this was probably a drop ceiling. We can't get these ones to turn on. They kind of line through there. I don't see where they're at. It's like a galley kitchen. So it's older, of course, original cabinets, the tile countertop, good old 80s style. These are newer, of course, than the 80s, but still a little older. Over here to this side, we just have a cutout pretty much for a fridge, and they've got some water. And you have what they're using as a breakfast nook in a way, and that goes outside. Because then you come over here, and they've definitely redone this room. So the transition, this was probably carpeted sometime, but they put laminate down, which looks good. We got these big wainscoting things going on for the thing. I think this is a Muslim house, pretty sure. Anyways, can lighting's new. This whole room is pretty new and updated. They moved the dining in here, so they've made this space the dining space. Over here, the living room space. So over here, I got this giant wall with this little TV hanging out. They've got a new backsplash for the fireplace. This is a new fireplace insert, and it is wood burning, so that's pretty cool. So they've got that. I think that's Mecca, right? Anyways, all that's new. I mean, it's newer, anyways. And this would be the space over here on this side. We're gonna show the whole room. Definitely some potential. I mean, your view on the outside, it's hard to tell because everything's so closed off, but it's hard to see, but you can see some mountains out that way. You see better upstairs. Okay, let's do a couple things. We can go up or down. We'll do downstairs first. So you come down this hallway, and then you turn, and they've converted this to a giant master. Laminate flooring. Actually, this might even be hardwood. I don't know. This thing is huge, man. I don't know what this was. This might have been multiple rooms. This could have been like a secondary living room at one point, like a media room. But they've converted this into a giant, and it looks like a kid's room, actually. It's a giant room. Double closets. I mean, this would really be your ensuite. This guy here, you just come in. It's got one sink. That is your linen closet, and then you got your toilet and your shower, kind of older, still functioning, of course, still usable. So your own little ensuite of this giant room. So that's pretty cool. Pretty sure this works. One more thing from the glorious 80s. All right, we're gonna go downstairs real quick. So downstairs is interesting. It's all finished. What you've got is, if you turn to the left, you've got a bedroom. Okay. Nothing crazy. Decent sized room. Closet's back over there. Over here, you got the end, and then this big old storage. They got this LED light popping in over there. But just they got some built-in storage, which would of course have to stay. So lots of storage. It's nice, you know, cold storage works. Okay, then you're gonna come down here. So we pop in this way, and then we turn to the first one on the right. And this room is a cut-through room, and I don't know what we do with this room. It's not a bedroom. It can't be a bedroom. There's no windows or closet. But it's a room that you have to go through in order to, one, get to utilities. So they have a central vac. This is, of course, the furnace, water heater. They have soft water, and they do have AC, more storage. Okay, and we turn. We have this little, area. This is just a closet. But then you have the next bathroom. This is the 3/4. So it's been here a while. That's older. Updated toilet, but this again has all been here for a while. A slider, So, ooh, that's tight. But here's our shower down here. It's just your typical tile shower. We turn, and then we have this bedroom with these doors. So this kind of, I'm guessing, maybe this is where you put your, office. So this is what they've got here. We've got some giant stains they're trying to clean out. Closet. Glass doors. I mean, but they have this as a bedroom. In order to get to this bedroom, you have to go through here. Let me turn these off on the way out. Bathroom's here, of course. This guy is our utilities. I'm trying to close all this up like it was. And then, again, you have to go through this room in order to get there. So maybe you have like this whole area is like your extended extra large office area with a shower. I don't know. Then we come down here, and this is basically your secondary big main media room. So if we can get that pool table down here, this is where the pool table is. That's where we do the movies. It's got a big old school fireplace, which is wood burning. It is wired for speakers, which is interesting. It's actually on the other side too, back there and back there. It's old school wiring, but still wired for it. We come on out. This is kind of the main level here. On the outside, quick escape, you know. Yeah, see, front, right, all the hookups going on for it. Anyways, so then we have a media room. So these were kind of built-in areas. They're still there. So yeah, basement's interesting, but there are 2 bedrooms down here. There's one on the main, which means there's got to be 3 more upstairs because this is a 6-bed, 4-bath. So let's go all the way upstairs. All right, heading upstairs. So upstairs, we've got to the left, immediately to the right. So I'm guessing this used to be the attic or something. I don't know. Anyways. What is the style? But it's a large room up here. And, you know, it's too bad they got this all darkened out and colored up and stuff because here's the cool view of the backyard and the mountains, of course. Anyways, you can see them really good through there. And it's cool. But it's dark in here. So this is a big room. Maybe this is where Marcus would want to be. So this is right above you. And then we come on over. We've got another 3/4 bath, lots of mirrors. It pops in here, and then toilet, again, slanted angled, but it works. This is a full bath, so that works. This closet. Okay, pop back out. Come over, another bedroom. And also a decent sized room with a little extra. Maybe make this a little extra sitting area or something, or a little media desk or something. But this works. Full-size bed. Then we move over to another, basically same size room as the other one on this side, of course. And this seems like this is where Mom lives. Decent sized room, you know. That looks like a full, maybe a queen. We got, yeah. There you go. I don't know how to read that, so I thought that was a cool looking book. Anyways, this is closet. So here's the closet up there. Pretty much the same as the other one over there. My goodness. Okay, and then that's it. These cool things everywhere. Closet. Again, you got... So these windows also, though, man, are kind of, you can tell they're really stained almost and dirty, and they're just like, if you were to look, let me see if I can get a good view of it in there. They look older and like they really need to be replaced. So these windows, I don't love these windows upstairs, but if you could, let's see if I can get that view in there. Anyways, the view is really cool. I mean, you can see all the way down the valley, the mountains over yonder, like you're staring over at Herman, basically. Anyways, cool view. Of course, the tree's right there, so it might get full of leaves and whatnot, but it could be cool. Anyways, that's upstairs. So 3 bedrooms upstairs with 1 bathroom, and then everything else pretty much on the main floor, and the 2 bedrooms in the basement. This is one of the bigger ones we've looked at. This is just over 4,100 square feet. Again, main floor, we got linoleum. There's definitely a lot of updates that could happen here. My biggest thing was you'd probably want to update this kitchen at some point. If it's possible to open it. I mean, you can't do this because of the chimney, but maybe that other side and just try and open this thing. I don't know. Your mom doesn't think you'd like it too much. We'll see. But here's this guy. This is Clifford. Let me turn these guys off over here. Again, this goes directly outside. Definitely, older original flooring. That's out there on the thing. And the side yard goes right outside. So a couple ways to get in and out. Let the dog in and out, which is always a good thing. And, this is a great floor, actually. And it feels nice in here. It's light. The can lights do a lot of good. I don't know. There's some good, and, it's older. Could certainly use a good cleaning, a new paint job, perhaps. We've got opportunity here for upgrades, that's for sure. Oh, these lights are. So I'm going to close this up because this is closed. We went through the garage. But this is Clifford. Now you're looking forward to this one. So hopefully it checks some boxes. It's not too much of a disappointment in any way. They had that open. This garage is good. Got some storage up here. Deep freezer back here. You could definitely fit 2 cars in here well enough. You got some views out, so it's pretty great.